Let's learn to play Sad Romance together. If you haven't met, hi, I'm Megan. I'm a violinist and teacher currently based in New Jersey. I've been playing the violin for over 20 years. I have my bachelor's and master's degrees in violin performance, and I'm a Suzuki trained teacher. If you're enjoying my videos, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. And if you're interested in working with me more closely, you can check the description for a private lesson application where you can apply to work with me one-on-one, or the waitlist for the next round of enrollment for my online comprehensive learning program, Learn Violin Online. Enrollment will be opening up in March of 2025. To be honest, I'm not really sure where this song is from, so if you know where it's from, let me know in the description, but it does seem to be pretty popular. Make sure to grab your free sheet music in the description so that you're looking at the same thing I am. We're in the key of A minor, so we have no sharps or flats. Now, whenever you see a key signature, there's always two keys associated with it, right? It's always the major and the minor. How can you tell which is which? Well, there's a couple of different ways. One, just by going by the overall vibe of the piece. If it's more like happy, joyful, it's probably major. If it's more like sad or angry, it's probably minor. Another way is to look at the very last note of the piece. This doesn't work 100% of the time, but it does work a good amount of the time. And if you're looking at the very last note of this piece, it is an A. Another way to tell, which doesn't really apply to this piece in particular, but it would be to look for accidentals. So when you are in a minor key, you always raise the leading tone, or you generally raise the leading tone. And the leading tone is the note right before the name of the key. So we're in the key of A minor. The leading tone would be G, the note right before A. And you would play, in general, G sharps. This doesn't really apply to this piece, but if you see a lot of G sharps happening, then you know it's probably the minor key. I would say this is an intermediate level piece. There is some shifting implied. If you'll see, there's a line going from the last note of the first measure into the first note of the second measure. That means to slide. And you could technically do that, staying in first position. You could just like put your second finger down and then slide up. But what I'm gonna do is play it on the A string, starting in third position, and then slide up to that G with my second finger. Also, some of the rhythms are a little bit tricky. So remember, whenever you come across tricky rhythms, one, you can always take out the slurs or take out the ties, which I think is really applicable here. And two, you always want to subdivide. So figure out how many of the smallest note value, in this piece it's eighth notes, fit inside the larger note values, and then that way you can count them out. All right, I've been talking enough. We're gonna play this at quarter note equals 60.